the most heartless and evil person I've ever met, my stepdad Rick, and he tried to make me think I was losing my mind. I was 14 when my mom married him. Rick seemed normal at first. He fixed our leaky sink, brought home pizza on Fridays, smiled at me constantly, like too much. That weird smile that never quite reached his eyes. About 2 months in, weird stuff started happening. My math homework disappeared from my backpack. I'd left it there the night before. I knew I did. When I told my teacher, she gave me that look like I was making excuses. Then my phone started acting up. I'd check it at lunch and the volume would be completely off. I never turned it off. My alarm didn't go off 3 times that month because of it. One morning I came downstairs and my sneakers were soaking wet, like someone had dunked them in the sink. I asked my mom and Rick at breakfast. Mom said maybe I stepped in something and forgot. Rick just shrugged and smiled. That smile. The noises started in November. Creaking sounds in my room at night. Whispers I couldn't quite make out. I told my mom I kept waking up. She said old houses make sounds and maybe I should stop staying up so late on my phone. But I wasn't. I was exhausted. Then I found my journal in the bathroom trash. Pages ripped out. The pages where I'd written about how uncomfortable Rick made me feel. My hands were shaking when I pulled it out. I confronted my mom. She said maybe I threw it away and forgot. That I'd been acting really scattered lately. Rick nodded along sadly like he was so concerned. That's when I started feeling actually crazy. Was I forgetting things? Was something wrong with me? I cried myself to sleep that night. At school, I barely functioned. My best friend Jade asked if I was okay. I broke down and told her I thought something was wrong with my brain. She told me to talk to Mrs. Hoffman, our English teacher. Mrs. Hoffman listened to everything. She didn't look at me like I was making it up. She brought in the school counselor the next day. They asked careful questions about home, about stress, about my stepdad. I didn't know what to say. I just kept crying. I decided to test something. That night, I left a pencil on my desk pointing north, went to bed, woke up at 3 a.m. to use the bathroom, came back. The pencil was pointing east. My door was open a crack. I always closed it completely. My heart was pounding so hard I thought I'd throw up. Someone was coming in my room. 2 nights later, I heard it, whispering, right near my bed. I kept my eyes shut and barely breathed, peeked through my eyelashes just barely. Rick, standing next to my bed in the dark, whispering so quietly. I caught some words. Nobody believes you. Just like your dad. Crazy runs in families. My dad had died when I was 9. He'd had bipolar disorder. Rick knew that. I didn't move, didn't breathe different, just waited until he left. Then I stuffed my blanket in my mouth so nobody would hear me sobbing. Next day at school, I told Jade everything. She let me borrow her old phone her parents were going to throw out. We charged it in the library. That night, I hid it in my old teddy bear on the shelf, the one facing my bed. Hit record. I barely slept, just waited. Around 2 a.m., my door creaked open. I heard him, felt him standing there. He whispered the same stuff, called me broken, said my mom was starting to think I needed medication, that nobody would believe a crazy girl. In the morning, I grabbed the bear before school, watched the video in the bathroom stall. I almost dropped the phone in the toilet. You could see him clear as day, standing over me, whispering, moving my stuff on my desk, unplugging my phone charger. The timestamp showed he'd been in there 11 minutes. I showed Mrs. Hoffman at lunch. Her face went white. She immediately took me to the principal. They called someone. I didn't know who. Told my mom to come get me, but not to bring Rick. My mom didn't believe it at first. Kept saying there must be an explanation. Then they showed her the video. She watched it 3 times, started shaking, then crying, then screaming. The police came that evening, talked to me for hours, took the phone. Rick tried to act confused when they arrested him. Said he was just checking on me because I'd been acting disturbed, that he was worried, but they found other recordings. My phone had been hacked. He'd been tracking everything, reading my messages, controlling it remotely. In his car, they found pages from my journal and a notebook where he'd written down every time he'd moved something or messed with my stuff, dates and times, like he was keeping score. His lawyer tried to say he was just trying to teach me humility, that I was disrespectful and needed to learn. The judge didn't buy it. Rick got 2 years. Mom divorced him immediately. We moved in with my grandma.